I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, we did it a fair bit on TalkSport before that, but like officially, no, two.
2 years, yeah.
Two.
Where was you before TalkSport? You were somewhere before TalkSport.
Sky.
Sky, isn't it?
Do you remember when I did an interview with you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
About the darts, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I know you were somewhere before TalkSport.
I thought it was like you've been keeping tabs on my career or something.
Dude,
Game changes.
I keep tabs
Remember that?
on everyone's career, to be fair.
Well, what do you think of my career then?
I think it's blossomed amazingly,
Thanks.
just like you.
How many hits there did you get?
A few, actually.
We have to start this officially, actually. Let's start it officially. Okay, fine. Hello, welcome along to IFL TV. Luckily for you very loyal listeners and viewers, Cougars has been kicked out, and now you have a professional in place. So this interview
I've always said
might
to
be good.
Coogan as well, get in front of the camera. Let's have a conversation. It's not like I'm talking to a camera, so it's nice to be speaking to you.
Why do you think he prefers to say behind the camera?
Because he's not as pretty as you. He's got a face for radio.
Hey, we can actually swap jobs. You can have the breakfast show if you want, but you also have to have a personality. That's the only problem.
You're sharp.
I'm sorry. Right, one question on boxing and then the rest on anything we like, apparently. So, how are you feeling after that?
Normal. Don't celebrate too much because it's just another day in the office.
Like, don't celebrate the highs when they get too high, and don't celebrate, or what's the word when you don't celebrate? You know what I'm trying to say, right? There's a saying.
When it gets too low.
That's the one.
So just keep a balance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, don't celebrate a victory when that's what you should be doing anyway.
Why?
Because it should be, that's what the target is. So when you hit the target, don't get excited, move on to the next.
Yeah, because actually it's what you were meant to do in the first place.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of the mindset, to be fair.
Perfect, okay. Yeah. Next question.
You like boxing as well? Are you a fan of boxing?
I do actually quite like boxing.
Football?
I like football. I think I like football a little bit more than boxing.
You're a sports person in general? Okay, cool.
I was a rugby player.
Is it?
Can you guess what position? You'll never guess.
Scrum half?
No.
Wait.
Actually, I moved on to scrum half because I hurt my neck. That should give you a clue.
Yeah, okay, tell me. I don't know.
It's in the scrum.
In the scrum, yeah?
No. You'll never guess. Front row.
A sub?
You're closer with prop. No. I mean, why would that be rude? It's fine. I wasn't a prop.
Boxing social.
Boxing social.
No. Anyway, who's your dream date?
You.
Oh, I've got a better title now.
This is perfect.
I know Lofton Sheik's beating me to it, but...
Sorry. No, it's fine. Look, it's fine.
Nah,
There's no competition.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship, no. Are
You're
you?
focused? No, I'm not, no.
I'm too focused on work. Is that what you are?
Yeah, I feel...
Oh, we've got so much in common.
No, with boxing, I feel I never wanted to commit because I didn't want to go training and I'm busy arguing with my missus or something and my head's not in the game. So I just decided to keep my head like where it needs to be.
Is that a natural thing that's happened when you've gone to training and she's gone, what are you doing?
I've seen good relationships and I've seen bad ones.
Do you know what this screams to me?
What's that?
You haven't met the right woman.
Nah, I know some good women, for sure. I know some really like amazing women, but it's me, it's not them.
Why? What do you mean? Because you're too focused. Okay, I get it,
Yeah.
So when are you going to... So basically, is your plan once you've finished...
You see it?
Once you've finished it, then you'll settle?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what I feel. That's exactly what I feel.
Do you think, genuine question though, because everyone's sniggering behind the cameras, but do you think that's what it takes to get to the place that you've got to?
What, like, on one aspect, yeah. Yeah, on one aspect, yeah, definitely.
Because that's quite a lot of sacrifice. Because also, don't you think, here's the kind of other side of that argument, don't you think that maybe you need a little bit of sort of the light and shade, so it can't always all be that, and actually maybe if you go, do you know what I mean? Balance.
But then what happens now when I got to go to Texas for 4 months?
Take her with you.
Nah. That's what I mean. That's where it's
Long-term relationships, FaceTime.
Yeah, but then what it is when you're training, last thing you want to be doing is coming home and having to. I'm free. I'm so free. I don't have any pressure on my neck or back from anyone. So imagine when you're in a relationship, right? Especially if it started brand new now, it's all them expectations. You've got to go through that lovey-dovey stage. Like, babe, I'll call you when I get back. I'll be real, not right now.
Yeah, but isn't that the best stage?
It would have been better to have been with someone from the get-go that gets it now. Someone that gets with me now may not understand, like, I don't want to talk after training. I don't want to do this right now. And what's that going to lead to?
A breakup.
Potentially. And that's
Drama.
not- yeah, and it's not right for the mind, especially when you're trying to focus.
This is why you're so successful, isn't it? It's why you're a successful business person as well, because nothing gets in your way. You have to be ruthless.
Yeah, you have to be. The world's a ruthless place. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have to be ruthless. And as I said, I've seen good relationships and I've also seen bad ones. So I've decided to opt for staying in the middle.
What I quite enjoy is this is more like a counselling session, and there's so many people that are all involved in
But
this
do
as
you know-
well,
do you know
behind
how-
the scenes.
Do you know how the world works? I'll tell you this, right? Everyone's here listening now. I guarantee you by next week, no one will care about this conversation we had. Everyone just moves on with life. I know. Next week they're like, fucking, I'm going to care tomorrow. By the time.
I'm slightly worried.
Honestly, that's how it goes.
I'm slightly worried this
don't you
won't be
agree?
forgotten in a week, but
No, I promise
yeah,
you,
maybe.
that's how the world goes. Like, it's
Is
just.
that a good thing or a bad
I
thing?
think it's an amazing thing. Say what you want, live how you want, because really, no one actually cares. They care in the moment, and then when it's done, it's like on to the next news.
He is actually. I'm not done yet, Coogs. You gave me the microphone,
That's
all
what I
right?
feel.
Yeah,
That's
that's how I
really
feel. And
what I feel.
I have the power now. No, I actually, from someone that works in the media, I do actually agree with you. The agenda moves on very quickly.
Yeah. Obviously, when it's hot topic, it's like this. What in the media they cling on to it, but then once it's done, it's done.
What happens? What do you do after a fight?
Honestly, it's about like the recovery, straight up. Like, get back. I don't want to give away all my tips and tricks, but get back and get recovered so I can start training ASAP.
I can't remember what the fight was, but I went to one of your fights back in the day, and it was over in like 1 or 2 rounds or something, and then you went straight back in because you
And
worked
do the
with Kevin
pads.
Lidlow.
Yeah, Kevin Lidlow.
Kevin Lidlow, the physio. I'm sure. Did you work with Kevin Lidlow? Maybe you didn't. Huh? Yes. Yeah. That was it.
Oh,
So
the
Kevin
short
was there
guy.
that night. Nice guy, yeah. Anyway, I remember you went straight back in and you basically had to you were straight back on some sort of exercise machine or something like that. But that was
Yeah.
it because it had only gone 1 or 2 rounds. So after
That's how I do it. That's how I
after
do it.
tonight, because it went the distance, are you saying like, would you not do anything like that?
So what I was obviously the coach took my pads off. Then I've had to do two drug tests, and then I had to do a press conference. So I wanted to kind of come back and do some more training, but I didn't get the opportunity. But when I used to go, like if it was scheduled for a 12 round and it'll go 3 rounds, I'll come back and finish off the 9, because I feel like the game's tough. You got to be prepared, and I'm not based on talent. I'm based on hard work. So the minute I stop putting in work, the minute people catch up.
As people start to leave the room because this interview is going on and on, I've watched tonight you interview by about, I don't know, 20 or 30 different media outlets. Do you not get bored? Is there a cut-off point where you're like, I've had enough?
No, this is for them. This is the part that is driving me out of the game. I can't stand all the media outlets now. It's too much, and I understand that we've got to drive like all these different platforms and stuff. Yeah, you've got to sell ourselves and stuff, but I done that from the get-go. I clocked that. As soon as I started boxing, I clocked the game. And I feel like I wanted to be in a position where you can build up so much that you don't have to do so much.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like less is more.
Yeah, but the higher you get, the more people want you, though.
Yeah.
Battery
And it's expectations because platforms need to build. So it's like, we want that person on that platform. So, and when you're on that platform, it's like, boom. And that's what's taking the fun out of the game, because it's just too much talking. And I wish, turn up, have a fight, go home.
I'm sorry.
I wish in an ideal world that would be like the best thing ever.
I'm sorry that I took so much of your time up.
No, you
But wait,
don't apologise. Why are you apologising to me?
rank this interview out of 10.
11.
Oh,
The best ever.
this has been great. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thank you so
AJ.
Josh, can you just explain what happened at the end there, mate? Not of that, by the way. At the end of your fight.
Okay, with the fight, passion, pride in the ring. There was back and forth in the ring. And yeah, it just carried on after. It's nothing major though, my broski.
No?
Nah, nothing major.
Reminded me of that in the middle of your Dillian Whyte fight when you two nearly went off it.
Little tips, entertaining, right? It's good entertainment.
I appreciate that Laura was just taking the majority of this interview, but I do need to ask you, pushing forward next, who are you going for in the summer?
Whoever the management and the promotional team want. I could sit here and say names. And to be fair, I think I've got a long list of fighters I could actually fight. So whoever, out of the long list, whoever, I don't really mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Dillian was there today. Did you speak to him?
No, not at all.
You don't seem like you have a lot of interest in that fight anymore.
Yeah, of course, but I don't think the fans do, to be fair. I don't think they want to see it again. But yeah, I'd fight Dylan again, no problem. I was watching your interview with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I watch it all. So yeah, he's interested in it. But I don't know if the fans are. It's a fan-friendly sport, innit? So we'll see what they have to say if they'll to announce a rematch. You know the fights that they want to see, innit? Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Will you push for that Fury fight this summer?
I don't want to go on.
No, I've asked you the question.
I'll be real with you. Yeah, but the ball's in his court. Because, like, it's just too much, like, around that saga. Like, I'm down, 100%. We nearly got it done last year and in 2021. But, yeah, so I just can't bother to keep on going over. So if it happens, it happens. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you should fight Fury next, 100%.
Yeah? My guy. Yeah. I rate that. That's the energy, bruv.
Yeah.
That's the energy.
Rate this interview out of 10.
Couple ones. We done?
Anthony Joshua, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much, and thank you to Laura Woods, wherever you are. God bless. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,